Bring your story to life with audiobooks. Great stories deserve great storytelling. Audiobook Network provides
Morning, everybody. Happy Easter.
And full production services for every author's manuscript. From narration, production, and editing to distribution, promotion, and sales, Audiobook Network handles everything. If you have a print book, ebook, or even a manuscript, call Audiobook Network now and get our free audiobook guide. 800-734-1229. 800-734-1229.
And Frankie Valley.
Yep, got it.
That was a tough time with that, huh?
A little bit tonight. A little bit today, yeah, because
Doing a great job, Brian.
because when you first turn on the instant replay, it decides it doesn't want to work properly. All right.
So you have to play something else first, and
Yes, and give it a minute. Give it a minute to work, and then usually it works.
Oh,
Driscoll.
you gotta thank the Children's Hospital employee. You want me to?
You do that.
Well, we can segue together. I kind of want us to work in concert together on it.
Okay.
All right, back and forth.
Okay.
I don't want to take over. It's your show.
I don't care what.
No, I hear you, but it's better when we both engage.
Of course.
I think it's better.
Yeah.
You know, beautiful sun, nice day, nice Easter day, sun's 7 o'clock. Ready to go in the air, America. You can't get better than that, dude.
Yeah.
Star Spangled Banner.
The opinions expressed on this program are those of the host and do not express the views of WVVF ownership or
You should
Hometown
ask
Talk
Jim
Radio.
how he does
Content
it.
aired on all programs
He's
are
got
those of the
stronger
host
fingers than you.
and their guests.
No, he has trouble too.
Does
Yeah. It works when it wants to.
One day it's not gonna work.
Yeah, but one day it's
At all.
I mean, what's happening in Middleboro and surrounding towns? It's time for the Middleboro Week in Review.
Middleboro
With
Week in
your host,
Review.
Joey Driscoll. Stay tuned for news, Middleboro news, here on AM 1530 WVBF.
Time.
Hey, Joey, what's happening?
Go. Perfect. And good morning and welcome to Middleboro in Review on this Easter Sunday, April 9th, 2023. I want to wish everyone a happy Easter this morning. I want to wish everyone a great day. Give us a call, 508-822-1106. I'll throw out the question, what is on the Easter dinner plans or lunch plans for you today? Give us a call. 508-822-1106 is the number. And we're going to say good morning to Don. Good morning, Don.
Good morning. Happy Easter, everybody. Happy Easter, Joey. Nice, beautiful day. The sun is peeking through the 3 beautiful windows here at the plush 24th Century Studio at WCBF here at 14 Church Green in Massachusetts, the center of the universe.
Yes, it is.
Yes, Barry, the center of the universe.
In our 23rd century WVBF studios.
We can never say it as good as him, though. We'll keep trying, though. But the sun's popping out. It's, I don't know. You would complain it was a little chilly. It might be a little chilly, Willie. Put a jacket on, but
Yeah.
it's nice out. The sun's popping out, and it's a beautiful Sunday morning. Sunday Easter morning.
I do want to say, today is the first program of our 4th year. So that is exciting. Our 4th year was officially marked on Friday, April 7th, 2023. We started our show April 7th, 2019. So it's been 4 years now for Middleboro in Review, and today officially marks the beginning of that 4th year. So, exciting news there, Don.
Well, you know what's more exciting? I mean, that is exciting news. I feel great because I've been with you every step of the way. The only show I didn't physically co-host with you, and I think I only missed 3 after that. When you first started, I sat here and watched you, And then I asked Tony, he said, if I jump in? He said, absolutely. So, but I didn't ask him, so I couldn't say nothing. I didn't want to just jump in and get in trouble. But, you know, it was Tony Lopes, it was Steve Callahan who had faith in you and gave you your own show. So, you'll, and then, you know, Mark Pacheco, everyone here, Chris Creech, Jim DuPont, especially Jim Larkin, pretty much everybody. Barry, everybody who's been in this radio station is really helped you out and really, you know, gave you the baton to run with. And I think you've done a really good job. And the 4-year anniversary just proves that we're still on the air, and that's good. I mean, I think we have a good show. I think we go back and forth. Father and son team.
Yes.
Not much out there, you know. Sometimes we get a little contentious on the air, and you can hear the, you know, we get a little, you know, but you got the power of the button over there. You can shut. I think a couple times you just shut me off. You know, a couple times. His face is right, yeah. But it's all good. I mean, 4 years is a milestone in my opinion, and I'm really proud of it. I'm really proud of what you've accomplished, and I'm really proud of what we've accomplished together as a team. And a team is always the best thing. And it's funny too, we're talking about team because when you do your music recommendation later, it's all about team.
It's all about team, exactly.
There's no I in team.
All about teamwork.
I learned that from a landscaping contractor.
Teamwork's important.
There's no I in team. So yeah.
All right.
Oh, wait a second.
Yes.
Food. What's on your plate? You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Is it going to be lamb?
What is on our plate today? Ham. Ham is involved, as I told Paul yesterday. Other than that, I don't know. I think potato is involved.
You're picky. You like carrots, Joey?
I'm not a huge carrot fan, no. Unless they are of the candy carrot variety.
Carrot variety, because it's sweet.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then corn.
Corn is good.
Green beans.
Green beans. I haven't had green beans.
How about a nice Parker House roll? How's that, huh? I'm not sure if that's name of a roll or is the name of a brand of a roll. I don't know.
But anyway.
I'll be talking to my buddy Billy. He's the baker. He'll set me straight later.
But anyway, give us a call, 508-822-1106. What is on your Easter plate for either a lunch or a dinner tonight? Of course, we got a lot going on for Easter. Easter is becoming a tradition when it comes to sports, particularly NASCAR. Today is the Bristol dirt race today for the Cup Series. Yesterday was the Truck Series. Bristol, Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Tennessee. So that is what's going to be happening this evening is the Bristol dirt race for the NASCAR Cup Series. The Truck Series was yesterday. Very good race that Joey Logano picked up the victory in that one. Very good race. A lot of crashes, but very good race. A lot of crashes as you would expect on a dirt track where not everyone in that field knows how to race on dirt. So that is probably what we're going to see today as well. But should be a good race this evening. And the Masters as well is going on. It's the final round today. Later on this evening, we will know exactly who wins the Masters and who gets the green jacket. Right around this evening, we'll know who does that.
And the jacket isn't really that stylish.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a nice jacket, though.
I guess so.
And it has a lot of history.
Yeah, but they get a fat check with that jacket, right? It's not just the jacket.
I think it's they get some money, and I think they get a trophy.
The jacket. Right.
But the main thing seems to evolve around the jacket.
A jacket with what? Some money stuffed in it?
I don't know.
I don't think it's.
I'm not sure.
I looked at the jacket. I was like, wow, I could do better buying one at the store. But I mean, I guess that's part of the wear the jacket.
But it is nice. It
Do they have to give up the
is
jacket,
a nice
or
jacket.
is it their jacket? Like at the end of the year, when they play again next year, do they have to bring that jacket back and say, well, hey, here's the jacket, or just...
I think...
Or do they get a new jacket? How's that all work?
I think they get to keep...
You have to keep
the
it?
jacket. I'm not 100% sure on that. I think they get to keep it, or they maybe get another one.
So if they have to bring it back, and they can't use the excuse, well, it's at the dry cleaners. Sorry.
Yeah.
You know, so they got to send a team to the dry cleaners to go get the jacket back if you lose. Second year in a row, right?
Exactly. All right, weather real quick. Driscoll, North Dakota. It is 29 degrees, sunny skies. A high of 41 today, 45 tomorrow, with a low of 37 tomorrow night in Driscoll, North Dakota. Driscoll, Texas, 61 degrees and cloudy, 78 for the high today, a low of 61 tonight, 79 tomorrow, cloudy skies, a low of 61 in Driscoll, Texas tomorrow night. In Middleboro, it is 31 degrees, a low of 31 tonight, and a high of 55 today, and a high of 65 tomorrow. So some sunny skies is coming. Some very good temperatures coming. Tuesday, 73. Wednesday, 73. Thursday, 80. And Friday, Don, in Middleboro, 86.
It's going to wipe out the oil. Oh, boy. Hey,
And in Taunton, 30 degrees with a high of 55 today.
right. No, it's the weather. Still
Yes.
chilly out there a
Yes.
little bit.
That's the weather.
You know, so, but it's got to get warm. It's that's 85 degrees, 85?
86 on Friday.
86? Wow.
86. Yeah.
People are going to be looking for their AC units.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And
It's going to be short.
Saturday is supposed to be 70.
What scares me about weather like that early in the season like this is when you have warm weather and then a cold front comes in.
Yeah.
And that usually brings violent storms.
Yeah.
So, it's nice to have the weather, but it also concerns me that it's that hot, going to be that warm.
Yeah.
This early in April. We're still over 31 today, and it's going to be 86 in a few days.
It's going to warm up today, too. It's going to be 55. So,
That's perfect for this time.
Yeah.
Everyone out there Easter egg hunting. Everyone out there detective series looking for their eggs and trying to... I was talking to a co-worker of mine, has a beautiful little girl named Willow. Mm-hmm. And she's 5, and I was like, well, what are you going to do? What's she going to do? And she's, we got the Easter eggs. And I said, well, you sticking 20s on the Easter eggs? She said, she doesn't need a 20. So they put, like, candy in it and stuff, and and they'll be running around, and the kids will stay out as long as it takes to find every Easter egg. The kids, I've never gave up. I mean, if my mother or my aunt Gracie, I think we used to do that big yard in Stone. We used to hide the Easter eggs, and I'd stay out there. And even if it was raining out, the kids would still demand that we have to go out, but the mothers won't let you out in the rain, so they'll hide it in the house. They'll hide it in the house is a little more difficult than out in the yard.
Yeah.
Because there's more places to hide Easter eggs in the house.
Exactly, yeah.
But there was some creative activity, whatever. And I don't know. Did you ever do that? Did I ever do that? You said we did that one time.
We did that one time in the house.
Yeah, in the house. I think I hit him, and and then.
Yeah, and our house is relatively big, so it was a chore trying to find them.
Yeah, no, but it's always fun to do that as a kid, and also too. I mean, the religious services going on. People really a lot of people who probably don't go to church on a regular basis probably go on Easter. I know a few people who normally don't, but they go on Easter just for sake it's Easter. But,
and speaking of programs and religious programs today, we will have, after this, we're going to have Bread of Life. We're going to have an Easter message as well with Pastor Van Cross. Great. Always a great program.
Always tune in after our show to listen to Pastor Van. He's unbelievably passionate And we've met him. He's such a wonderful, wonderful person.
Yes.
We hope to have him on the show. And
yeah, we hope to have him on the show
sometime soon. But
we'll announce that
yeah.
when that does come
up.
up.
But I mean, he's such a wonderful person. And he's been with VBF for as long as you've been here, as far as
yes, for as long as I've been here. So, yes.
Yeah, it's I think I met him at the Christmas party, and I met his wife too. She was really nice. But yeah, they have a great message, and I mean, as long as we're on the Easter and the religious topic, then definitely listen after the show to Bread of Life.
And then 8:30 is the Rosary,
right?
As well. 9 o'clock is Medicare Moment with Martha. That's 9 to 9:30, and then 9:30 to 11 o'clock is the Talking Information Center, and then we come back with Musical Odyssey 11 to 12, and then 2 hours of Irish comedy and music. I'm sure Jim Larkin will have 1 or 2 Easter songs in there, maybe.
I'm sure he will. I bet the comedy too he'll probably. If I know Jim, he's probably already figured out.
Yeah.
And then Stand Up Strong.
And then Stand Up Strong, yes.
Miller
and Bishop Tony Branch. Yep, Bishop Tony Branch.
Get that right.
That finishes off our Easter Sunday from 2 to 3 o'clock.
Yeah, so stay tuned, and I think you'll really enjoy hang out here with us at WVBF.
Yeah. Today and every day, on WVBF.
Yeah, every day. It's local, and it's good. It's local. Yeah. You don't really get shows like this, these local, down-to-earth shows, and I think as far as all the programming here, I think it's a wide variety of goodness, like eating, like you ain't gonna eat. And also to keep in mind the people who aren't eating today, who are hungry. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Say a prayer for those people. Hopefully they'll get a meal, or looking at a neighbor, elderly neighbor, or somebody with, somebody who might need help. Maybe walk a plate over to their house, knock on their door, and a lot of people do that. So just think of that. I mean, if you have somebody who's alone and is not having, either invite them over for dinner, or if you don't want to do that, or they don't want to come over, maybe bring them a nice plate of food. That's all caring. And also too, when you go to your in-laws or your grandmother's house or your family's member's house for Easter dinner or whatever, or going out to dinner, we have the state police out on patrol, and mostly state police are the ones who are mostly vulnerable as far as kids, getting hit on the highway because they're on the highway. But also local police, even like 44, that's a tough ride. So Middleboro police or whatever. Just keep an eye out for law enforcement, tow truck drivers, service drivers. Just try to get around those lights. Try to slow down enough. These people are working on Easter because they have to protect us. Yes. But you want them to go home to their families and enjoy their Easter too. So try not to hit them. There's so many crashes. State police are getting hit left and right. Yeah. People are just not paying attention, not slowing down. Move over law is the law. You need to move over if you can. If you cannot move over, and you can't get over, just slow it down. What I do personally, if I can't move over, is because someone's not letting me over. You see the lights for miles down the road. The lights, you can really see some squad car lights.
You can hear them.
No, you won't hear them.
Well, if you have your window down, you'll hear them.
Well, them going by you obviously pull over. I'm saying in an interstate highway situation when you see them.
Yeah, yeah.
And they've got someone pulled over, or they're dealing with a traffic accident, or they're dealing with a motorist who broke down. You see them, so right away I try to get to the left in my directional law, but there's some people that don't let you in. So don't cause an accident trying to get in the left-hand lane. Just slow down enough. Go by them, slow. They could be popping their door open or you get too close to their car and you might hit them. So that's real important. If people just slow down enough around emergency vehicles, a lot of these accidents will be drastically reduced. And I'm a firm believer in that. And I know police officers, and they have families. Yeah. So it just takes 2 seconds to slow around. I hit my flashes and I just creep by them if I can't get in the left-hand lane. But most times I can get in the left-hand lane. So I think it's very important to think about that every day, but especially today, because there's going to be a lot of traveling later for people.
All right, it's 7:25 a.m. We're gonna take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. I'm gonna stay on the topic of safety. Something I want to talk about with rail safety as well. During the next segment, me and Don will talk about this as well. So we'll be right back here on Middleboro in Review on 1530 AM, 99.7 FM. We'll be right back after these messages.
A pointed, you want help?
What?
Like a pencil or something like that to hit those?
No.
No?
You need more force than that.
Oh, really?
Yes. It will not help.
Spark Street Auto Body, located at 48 Spark
Dying to
Street,
hear that.
Boston, Massachusetts, offers
Crazy
the highest
stuff.
quality collision repair.
Next
and
break.
Is it new
service for
music
your
and
car.
stuff?
They are a direct repair shop for all major
Not new
insurance
music, no.
companies.
Oh, you should.
Same music as the same music as the last. Yeah. It works. It works.
Monday through Thursday, 8 to 5.
It works.
And 8 to 4 on Fridays. Call them today. You will not be disappointed. 508-583-1495.
152. Okay, please work this time.
Combat
There we
Veteran
go.
Motorcycle
Thank you.
Association is an association of combat veterans from all branches of the United States Armed Forces who ride motorcycles as a hobby. Our mission is to support those who have defended our country and freedoms. Our focus is to help veteran care facilities provide a warm meal, clothing, shelter, and guidance, or simply to say thank you and welcome home. We have members from nearly all 50 states and living abroad. Many members continue to serve in our armed forces, with several serving in combat areas now. We sponsor and or participate in many motorcycle-related charity events each year, and as a non-profit organization, donate to various veteran care
Guy's got a great
facilities
speaking
and
voice.
veteran charities.
Jay?
Learn more
Yeah,
about the Combat
he
Veteran
does.
Motorcycle Association.
Is he still
and how
doing that?
you can join
I don't know.
us.
He's not.
Please
He's
visit
not. I gotta get a new ad for these people too.
.org.
I think his ad's perfect.
I don't know. I haven't talked to him in ages.
No, you talked to the representative.
Yeah,
didn't you?
I talked to the representative. Yeah, that was last year. I gotta see if I can give him a call at some point soon. See if they want to do another ad, because that one might be
You gonna do a
outdated.
refresh ad for the food pantry? We're kind of waiting on Chuck, but
Yeah, we're kind of waiting on Chuck.
yeah.
I need a script.
Right.
I need a good script for it.
It'd be good to get his voice.
Yeah, I need a good script for it. You gotta
Yeah.
send me something. So.
Yeah.
Join me every Sunday from noon to 2 o'clock here on WBBF, the sounds of the Emerald Isle.
Spent about
Got some great Irish music.
5 minutes or so doing this, the train safeties. I want to talk about it because of what happened
And
Friday.
to make you laugh, some Irish comedy. That's Sunday.
Just this is a good thing to kind of keep.
Well, you're not gonna talk about the tragedy, are you?
No, I don't think the person died. I think the person was injured.
Oh.
But I'm not gonna talk about that. Back up. 3, 2, 1, and 0. And we are back here on Middleboro in Review as I turn the music down. There we go. And I want to spend a few minutes talking about rail safety. A couple of safety tips. When you're at a station, you should always stay behind yellow lines at train stations. Another one that you should remember is enter or exit train platform at designated areas. And also, you want to stay off the tracks. Train tracks, bridges, and yards are private property. You should never walk, bike, skateboard, or run on or along the tracks. That is dangerous and also illegal. And Don, do you have a couple of tips as well people should know?
Well, of course, soon in this area we're going to have South Coast Rail.
And we're going to have Cape Cod Flyer coming back as well pretty soon too.
Right, so those tracks south of Middleboro Station down through Rock Village, they're going to be active. I mean, they're active now with freight, but they're now going to have add passenger rail on the weekends. And they still boogie right along. They don't boogie at the speeds on the regular commuter lines because those tracks aren't up to date, but they're still probably doing a good 40 miles an hour. And that's still enough to have a problem. As far as in Boston, I got a little scared. We took the train into Children's Hospital for Joey on Wednesday, and we went to Ruggles Station, and we went down the elevator, and the platform was skinnier in one area because I think you had to get around the elevator. Yeah. But we came down, and an Excella went through there doing about 60. So those Excellas are pretty fast.
They fly through stations like Ruggles because that's not one of their stops.
No,
they fly.
They fly through. So I mean, you definitely gotta be aware, especially on the platforms. There are areas. I mean, when it came by, I said, Joey, stop. I kind of put my arm around him. I know he's 23, but I'm still protective like that. But it went through. It had been doing about 65 miles an hour. So just at the stations, even at the platforms in Boston, there's a lot of people. Be aware of your surroundings. I say, you don't know what people have bad intents. So when the subway comes in, I always stand next to the wall. I'm always aware of my surroundings because you never know. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it has happened, and we all know. Without saying it, we all know what could happen.
Yes.
Standing on the platforms too close, and all of a sudden, even losing your balance, you could lose your balance. People faint. Yeah. People have medical issues, low blood sugar or whatnot, and and then they're falling over or whatever. So if you're too close to the edge of the platform, you can go over. So.
And another thing I want to mention is in vehicles as well when you're driving. Make sure if there is a railroad crossing and it is active, to stop prior to the crossing as well.
Yeah, most gates, but some places don't have gates.
Yep, some don't have gates, right. But some have warnings that there is a train, there's a railroad crossing, and also they have lights. I think one of them, one of the crossings that we actually saw. I don't know where it was exactly. This was a couple weeks ago that me and Don were doing some scouting for South Coast Rail, and we saw a railroad crossing that had a light prior to the railroad crossing because it didn't have a gate. So that you watch out for that as well.
Yeah, it was around the corner. It was a light. Yeah. It was around the corner. And I think they were putting gates for it, but before it was a freight railroad. I think it was in Freetown, but I think it was a corner, and they had a light indicating railroad crossing coming up. So that's what that was. And they were able to put those. That was something from back in the day. I mean, that was a long time ago. They did stuff like that, but it's a blind corner, so that's important. And also too, Joey mentioned stopping at the railroad crossings. Well, I just think you just wait till the gates are all the way up before you proceed. Wait till the lights stop. Because what happens, especially on the double tracks, there's a lot of double track territory out there where trains pass each other. So as soon as one train heads north or heads south or wherever its destination is, the other train could be coming the other way. So by the time that gate started going up and you want to rush through, the other train could come in the other direction, and it's going to activate the gates to come back down. So those gates could just easily go crashing on your car.
Yes.
And what happens is people panic, and it'll stop, and then the train will hit them, or they're going to have to crash the gates. Either way, it's not going to be good.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Absolutely.
I see it all the time. People waiting, train goes by, then the gates start going up, and usually they try to set it up where as soon as the gates go up, the lights go off because they know people are impatient. But you can't move that car until those lights are done.
Yes.
Period. You don't move your car. You don't. Your vehicle has to stay stopped. All right? Just, it takes, I count it. It's 3 seconds. You have to wait 4 seconds for that gate to go up and for those lights to shut. 4 seconds. You can't wait 4 seconds. And if there's a police officer sees that, he's parked across, you don't see him, he's going to write you up. He's going to write you up. I seen that once. I saw it in Halifax. They were doing this thing at Halifax crossing there where the station is. I saw it because I drive an oil truck and I have to stop at all railroad crossings. I have to put my flashes on, stop. I have to listen, look, and then cross over at a slow pace. That's by law. That's federal law. Oil trucks, school buses, they all do it. So, but they had it set up in Halifax. I saw it. This was about 2 years ago, or maybe 3 years ago. I remember seeing it. And they had a couple cruisers there, and they were yanking people over because they were blowing across the light before the gates was fully back up. And in that particular area, it's a double track situation. So it's just important just to be a little bit extra patient. Maybe you won't get a ticket, or worse, right?
All right. Yeah, very important rail safety, especially
it really is
on holidays. I just wanted to mention that on holidays, and also the spring days
every
as well,
day.
And really every day.
Every day.
As rail becomes more active as well over the next few months with South Coast Rail too. So just wanted to mention that. It's extremely important.
And plus, most of these lines have freight.
Exactly.
The line going from Middleboro is freight.
Exactly.
All right.
All right, we're going to take another commercial break, and when we come back, music recommendation time, Don. I know you're excited.
Recommendations. Yes, but that's behind that because we have three songs?
Recommendations. We have 2 or 3 songs.
I'm gonna be real proud of you. You segue into this perfectly because you've been researching, we've been talking about, we've been listening. I think we got to be a group effort here because...
Exactly, yeah.
We'll go back and forth on this one.
All right, we'll be right back here on Middleboro in review on 1530 AM, 99.7 FM. We'll be right back after these messages.
Cousin Elizabeth invited us over to her house.
What?
Elizabeth invited us over to her house.
Okay.
We should go over and say hi real quick, say an hour.
Okay.
They gotta have food, but I'm not gonna. We shouldn't get
No.
too filled. Have a little piece of ham or something.
Maybe,
right?
yeah. Because Grandpa is making ham
I know.
himself.
I know.
All right, here you go.
Yeah, cool it.
What?
Okay. I just.
What?
I love walking over and getting my iced coffee.
Oh. New ad time.
Williams Trading Post is now open for
Oh, it's different music.
At Williams Trading Post, they have everything you need for spring. They have annuals, hanging baskets, fruit trees, and much more. They also have an antique shop where you can get great gifts. Williams Trading Post is located at 556
It's different music.
Street. in
Yes.
Middleboro,
He has like
Massachusetts.
some
You
acoustic
can also call
music last time.
947-1598.
This is the first music you use for my ad.
Yeah. New PSA time.
If you don't dispose of the unneeded medications in your home, they might find a new one. They could end up lost, stolen, or simply misused.
That's the same music
Keep
you
them safe.
use for
Clean
my
them out. Take them back.
You did
at
my
the U.S.
commercial.
Drug Enforcement Administration's National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, Saturday, April 22nd. To find a collection site near you, visit DEATakeback.com. Help DEA keep our community safe and healthy.
St. Vincent de Paul of Sacred Heart Church in Middleboro serves the residents of the towns of Middleboro, Lakeville, Carver, and Rochester. Our base of operations is in the lower level of the parish hall on Oak Street, directly across the street from Sacred Heart Church in downtown Middleboro. At this time, we serve approximately 500 families in our service area, and many of them come to us for various types of aid. This can take many forms and include many of the following programs: utilities and rent assistance, agency referrals, clothing and furniture vouchers, and temporary lodging. For more information, go to svdbmiddleboro.org. May the good Lord bless you and keep you safe.
Combat Veteran Motorcycle Association is an
that's one of the
association
best ads
of combat veterans from all branches of the United
No.
States Armed Forces
The one you did.
who ride motorcycles
Yeah.
as a hobby. Our
You
mission
still
is to
use
support
Ray's
those
voice
who
on
have
one of them?
defended our country and freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Focus is to help
Yes.
veteran care facilities provide
One of them
meals,
one of them's the other one
shelter,
for,
and guidance, or simply to say thank you and welcome.
one of them we don't play
We
anymore.
have members
So
from
you only do
different
two.
countries,
You're doing the one you do and the one Ray's voice.
Yeah.
Many members
There's one other one we have, but
You mentioned the pandemic.
we mentioned the pandemic
Yeah,
earlier, so that's no longer being played.
Participate in many motorcycle-related charity events each year, and as a non-profit organization, donate to various veteran care facilities and veteran charities. To learn more about the Combat Veteran
Well, that's
Motorcycle
the-
Association and how you can
That's
join
the
or
yellow
support,
card.
please visit
What?
No, that's the bank card.
cvma2-2.org.
Cool. Cool. Oh, try that again. There we go.
Now you got all the information on all these people and all these players.
I think so.
You got the three people.
I have everything for Frankie Valli, but I don't have everything for John Hall. I have 2 of the 3 names for John Hall.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know who the other guy is.
Oh, the bass player? It's the bass
Yeah,
player.
the bass player. I don't know who the bass player
Well,
is.
just look up the bass player for that thing.
Okay. All right.
Well, we have a second.
I'll do that when I have a second.
Yeah, all right.
I'll do Frankie Valli first. Let you talk about it, and I'll
You can start
do
out.
research.
Yeah.
I gotta do 2. I gotta do 2 quick PSAs first.
All right.
3, 2. There we go. 3, 2, 1, 0. And we are back here on Middleboro in Review. I'm Joey Driscoll. We're going to be getting to our music recommendations in just a second. We have 2 PSAs to talk about. Want to let everyone know that the 10th annual Herring Run Festival in Middleboro is next weekend, Saturday, April 15th, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Sunday, April 16th, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Oliver Mill Park in Middleboro. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be working for MacCam, doing some camera work and maybe some interviews.
Some B-roll.
And some B-roll, yep. I'll be doing some interviews probably as well.
For your B-movie, right?
Admission is free to all. There will be merchant vendors, food vendors, games, exhibits, demonstration, and live music, and lots of herring. The herring are out, so you'll definitely see them. There is so much to see and do, you'll probably want to visit both days. Free shuttle bus parking is available at the town hall, the elementary school's parking lot, which is on Mayflower Avenue, and Jackson Street, and the town hall is on Nickerson Avenue, 10 Nickerson Avenue. $5 parking at 99 North Street. Handicap accessible parking available at the Council on Aging, which is at 558 Plymouth Street. For more information, you can check out Facebook at Middleboro Today, or you can email discovermiddleboro@gmail.com or call 774-766-6335. Again, that's 774-766-6335. 6335. And then the blood drives. We have a couple of blood drives for the month of April. This Wednesday, April 12th, Church of Our Savior, 60 Union Street in Middleboro, Massachusetts, 10 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Wednesday, April 19th, 2023, Coana Community Health Center, 5 Wally Kruger Way in Bridgewater at 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. So those are the blood drives coming up for the month of April. And Don,
I wanted to mention, and I wanted to thank two individuals who really paid host to us. We went to the Children's Hospital on Wednesday, and we went to the Ryan Seacrest studio, which is in-house at Children's Hospital. It's been there since 2014. And Joey's been in there like twice before, right?
I have.
Yeah,
a couple, was it more than twice?
I think it was just twice. And this would have been 3 times.
Okay.
And Jamie and Nicole run the Ryan Seacrest studio at Children's Hospital, and they were so wonderful to Joey and I. They brought us in. We're there for a good hour, and she's teaching Joey how to run the board and with the cameras, and they were really nice, and we had a really great conversation. Because we got there early, and we're hoping that we could talk to somebody, and we did. We knocked on the door. They came out, and they were gracious enough to let us go into the studio, and it's a beautiful studio. It's 14, so it's been open for a while, and they have events, and the radio station pipes into the rooms for the kids all through the hospital. So it's an in-house radio station. It doesn't get broadcast other than in the confines of the Children's Hospital. But Children's Hospital is like a big city itself.
Yes. It's a really big hospital.
I just realized they have a new building. It's called the Hale.
The Hale Building.
The Hale Building. I guess it was used to be Portney Gardens used to be part of the Children's Hospital landscape, and they had to take it, and people were heartbroken about it, but they needed the bed space, so they took that. And
they do have a new garden
up on the roof
of the Hale Building.
Right.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go check that. We're going back on May 4th to do it. We're gonna go back for another procedure, checkups Joey has, and we'll go check it out then, and hopefully we'll be able to go to the studio. But let's stay tuned, because I'm not saying it's gonna definitely happen, but you've been emailing back and forth about maybe having Nicole and Jamie, who work there, call in.
Yeah.
And they can maybe talk about the Ryan Seacrest.
So
it's very important.
Stay tuned.
It does, yeah. It's so wonderful, and they do such good work. And Children's Hospital, in my opinion, is a lifesaver.
So I want to thank them as well. I want to thank Children's Hospital in general.
You saw Dr. Carl this weekend.
Yes, I saw Dr. Carl this weekend.
He's the coolest.
He's a great doctor.
Oh, he's been your doctor for, I don't know, for the last 15 years. Most of your life.
Yes.
And he loves seeing you, and told me he had a show, and he was all happy. He was like blushing. So they're great people there. I just wanted to mention that. Maybe at some point, if they do call in, it might not be this show. It might be Middleboro Matters.
Yeah.
Joey's other show. But it could be the show. You never know.
Okay. Musical recommendations, Don.
Oh boy. Okay. we gotta do this real good now, because there's so much and we got plenty of time too. So we're not our backs not against it.
It is. 2 of them we got today. 3 of them actually we have today. Okay. And first one we're gonna do is December 1963, Oh What a Night. And that is a song originally performed by the Four Seasons, written by original Four Seasons keyboard player Bob Gaudio and his future wife Judy Parker. Produced by Gaudio and included in the group's album Who Loves You, 1975. The little bit of a interesting thing about that, the B-side for that single, it's a single, this song. The B-side for that single is Slip Away. as well. So this was released in 1975, recorded in November of 75 at the Sound Factory, which is in Hollywood. It's about a 3.5-minute song. The album version is the single is about 15 seconds shorter, and of course it's a Warner Brothers song label. Warner Brothers and Curb, the labels. The song features drummer Jerry Poloski,
who starts out the song.
Yes.
Now, what we're trying to get is there's 3 different singers on the song, and it's, you said the Four Seasons was Frankie Valli in the Four Seasons, I think. So Frankie Valli was, because Frankie Valli went on to, Frankie Valli's been around.
Yeah.
But I mean, so I guess it's just the Four Seasons, right?
Yeah.
But Frankie Valli is a member of the. So you have the drummer who starts out the song. I can't sing it, but he starts out the song.
He's on lead vocals throughout the song.
And then
Frankie Valli, he does the bridge sections of the song.
Right.
And backing vocals. And the bass player, Don Cicerone, is singing the falsetto parts of the song as well.
Perfect. And then when they all got together, all 3 voices on the backups, on the chorus and whatnot, it's just, it's magic when you have.
It is.
That's what we're talking about. No, there's no I in team, cooperation, teamwork. We were talking earlier about that. It's the music, it's the different voices and back and forth, and hearing the drummer start out, and then Frankie coming in with the with the bridge, and then the bass player coming in, and then all coming in together just makes it for something really delicious. What we got next? Sort of similar.
So we have the John Hall Band next. Song called "Crazy, Keep on Falling." It is from their 1981 album, All of the Above. It's as a single as well. The B-side to that single, talked about the B-side to the other one. The B-side to this one is Can't Stand to See You Go. Again, this was released in 1981. Length is just under 4 minutes. And some of the songwriters on this song, Bob Lenbach, Eric Parker, John Hall, and Joanna Hall. EMI America is the label. And this song narrowly missed the top 40 on the Billboard Hot 100, peaking at 42. However, it was a top 20 on the mainstream rock charts, peaking at number 13. Don, tell us a little bit about this song.
Again, the keyboardist starts out. I'm not sure. You really don't have a lead vocalist because John Hall does a lot of singing. So a keyboardist starts out, and if anybody watched MTV back in the day, this guy had funny glasses. He was the bald guy with funny glasses on the keyboard, and I always thought that guy was John Hall. He must be John Hall, but John Hall was the guitarist. He starts out the first part of it, and then John Hall jumps in and sings, and then they're back and forth. They're like, their voices are collaborating. I wish I could sing it, but I just can't. We don't have the license.
Yeah.
But, they're back and forth. And then the bass player does a line, which is nice. He's got a nice voice. And again, they all, the chorus, the name of the song, Keep On Falling in Love, right? They just, it's just perfect how it all comes together. And like I said, it's just teamwork. It just makes the melodies just so beautiful. It's just, you love what you're listening to.
Yes.
And it's a great song, too. It's an upbeat love song. Is. And so isn't Oh What a Night.
Yeah.
It's a love song. It's fun.
Both upbeat and really good songs.
Okay, we got, a couple more minutes on this subject?
And
okay.
The third song is John Hall Band. I Told You So.
Right.
Don, tell us about that.
Okay, well, John Hall had a lot to do with Jackson Browne on the No Nukes situation. Those album came out in '79. Running on Empty had something to do by Jackson Browne had something to do with anti-nuclear. in their quest for getting rid of nuclear power. And I Told You So is pretty much, it's a quirky little song. I like it. No matter if you agree or you don't agree with what he's saying, first of all, you got to admire somebody who has passion enough to say something in the first place. And number two, it's a fun little song.
It is.
Again,
It is.
Same with the voices. He starts out with an acoustic guitar and goes into the song, and then he is electric. He picks away like bluesy electric too at the same time. Basic drum rhythm section is all right, and then they have towards the end of the song they got John Hall. He has a backup singer. I Told You So, and then his wife and somebody else, another woman, do a like a thing they say Fukushima or Hiroshima. It's a really creative little song. It's a lot of fun, and they mention Indian Point. They mention
Pilgrim.
Seabrook.
They mention Pilgrim.
No, they don't mention Pilgrim.
They don't mention Pilgrim?
No, they don't.
I thought they did.
No, they don't.
Seabrook.
Seabrook
was
all right.
okay.
Yellow Canyon. They
Yellow
talk
Canyon.
about that. They talk about Indian Point up in New York.
Yeah.
They talk about Brownsville Station, I believe, and Chernobyl. They talk about 3 Mile Island. 3 Mile Island.
3 Mile Island.
Took us to the brink.
Yeah.
Just different lines.
Yeah.
Whatever you feel about it, it's a creative little song, and the backups and the women and everything just coming together. It's really, really creative song. And now, John Hall was a U.S. congressman.
He was, yeah.
Okay, for New York between 1991 and 2011, I believe. And he lives in the area over where Indian Point nuclear power plant is on the Hudson River, Hastroff Bay. So, I mean, you got to look at people who live around nuclear power plants, and it's just like, you look at it and say, well, they're belly aching about this and that. It was like, well, if you live near one, maybe you'd think different.
Yeah.
I mean,
absolutely, yeah.
I mean, it's always creepy years ago driving around Plymouth and seeing the sirens for Pilgrim.
Yes.
That it's closed now.
Yeah.
But just seeing the sirens up there, it was always creepy. So, not getting into what their message was, I'm just really getting into the song. And I think the song was really, those three songs, the collaboration between many voices, back and forth, and the creativity of all three songs is our music recommendation.
Yeah, all right. We have 2 minutes
One
here.
more time with those songs so people can listen.
So John Hall, Crazy. John Hall Band, Crazy. John Hall, I Told You So, and Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, Oh What a Night. Or December 1963. We type in December 1963, Frankie Valli, it'll come up as well.
Oh, Frankie Valli and Four Seasons.
Frankie Valli and Four Seasons.
4 Seasons, yeah.
Yeah, and it'll come up. It's
great songs.
It's one of their biggest
what we're
songs.
talking about all the different collaborations of the voices.
All right, we have Today in History's birthdays and passings to talk about today. 1784, the Treaty of Paris, ratified by the United States Congress on January 14th, 1784, is ratified by King George III of the Kingdom of Great Britain, ending the American Revolutionary War. Copies of the ratified documents are exchanged on May 12th, 1784. 1865, during the American Civil War, Robert E. Lee surrenders the Army of Northern Virginia, 26,765 troops, to Ulysses S. Grant at Appomattox Courthouse in Virginia, effectively ending the war. Birthdays on this day: 1898, Curly Lambeau, American football player and coach. 1932, Carl Perkins, American singer-songwriter and guitarist, born on this day in 1932. And passings on this day: Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, passed away 2 years ago today. And quick thing about that, when his passing was announced, all the radio stations and all the television stations in Britain broadcasted that. They interrupted their programming and broadcast that all across.
So that was Queen Elizabeth's husband, right?
Yes, and they did the same thing for Queen Elizabeth as well. All across the nation.
It's funny how they die within 2 years of each other, because Queen Elizabeth, she passed away a few months ago, right? Last year, right?
In September.
Yeah.
I believe it was the 7th.
I always feel that when you lose a loved one, you die. The other loved one dies of a broken heart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what happened between. I know Richard Nixon and his wife died within like 3 months of each other, and that's
Johnny Cash, maybe.
I think that's a perfect example.
Well. Yeah.
After June Carter Cash passed away, he passed away.
Yeah.
So,
All right, it's 8:00, and that'll do it for today's program. Hope everyone enjoyed today's program, and we'll be happy Easter, and we'll be back next week, the 16th of April 2023. And I'll be back on the air on this Thursday for another edition of Middleboro Matters. Until then, have a great rest of your weekend and a great week. We'll be back next week. Bye-bye, everybody.
good show.
Bye, everybody.